Hey guys, welcome back to Dipswitch Demos. My name is Jackson and today we're checking out the Tate FX Hot Coals. So the Hot Coals is a vintage style Rangemaster treble booster with a really nice kind of mode switch and also some really characterful and vibey components inside. This Hot Coals is made with vintage NOS germanium transistors and diodes, and this pedal can get super dirty. It's almost an overdrive when you really crank it. It really uses those components really nicely and you just get such a unique and great tone. So I've tried a couple Rangemasters in the past and in my opinion not enough people use them. They're really great for cutting through a mix, stacking into a dirty amp or a dirty pedal, really taking something an already great sound into another level. That being said, I do think Rangemaster treble boosters are pretty misunderstood. The name of them makes you think, why would I want so much harsh treble back into my signal? You know, a lot of us guitar players like darker sounds, I suppose, or at least bright sounds, but not too harsh. And I think treble boosters make people think that your sound is going to become overly harsh. It's really not the case. Treble boosters, the name is quite deceiving. It's really more about the mids for me. I really enjoy what mids treble boosters push. And I have to say the Hot Coals is probably the most obviously MIDI treble booster that I've ever tried. We've got a couple of different modes here, but really it loves those mid frequencies and really pushes them forward and takes your sound into a much more honky place. And it's just a really nice sound. It's almost, sometimes it can almost sound, if you're already stacking into a relatively MIDI pedal or a MIDI amp, you can almost get some kind of cocked wah sounds. It's a really simple pedal to use. We have one knob on the front, which is kind of your overall volume and a little bit of gain. Once you crank it up, it does start to gain up nicely. And like I said, it almost becomes like an overdrive pedal. And then your mode switch here. In the down position, it's a more traditional vintage Rangemaster treble booster. In the up position, it's a much more modern sounding, fuller frequency boost, but still has a lot of the characteristics of the Rangemaster, you know, still really present in the mid-range and treble frequencies. So we're going to use this pedal in a couple of different applications in this video. We will still be going into the Victory V40 for the most part, set up pretty clean with a little bit of reverb, but we have got a couple other pedals on the pedal board to kind of combine with this one. We have the Tate FX Veteran, which is like a dark fuzz face thing. Before this, one of my favourite applications of a treble booster is running it after a relatively dark fuzz, just to bring out some of those mids and trebles again. And then after the Hot Coals, we have the Rangemaster X from Latvia, which is like a amp-like fuzzy distortion thing. And this is going into the front end of that to really almost emulating a cranked amp. And then finally at the end, we're going to run this into my lower wattage 5-watt Oncle amps that's going to be cranked. Really almost the volume's going to be on max on the amp, and we're going to be running this into the front end of that just to hit just so you guys can hear what it sounds like going into an amp on its own. Both amps will be going into the Boss Wazza tube amp expander, emulating the same cab, same 212 cab, mic'd it with a ribbon and an SM57. I'm going to use my Music Man St. Vincent for this demo, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get some really gritty, vintage Rangemaster tones. Thanks guys for checking out the video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and maybe check out some more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.